You think it's done for them? You think it's a wrap?
I just don't see those teams really being able to compete for a championship.
This is not a championship team. It's not a championship roster at this point.
They're donezo.
So,
we on? We live?
I think we're live.
We live.
So, I'm Bob.
And I'm Dwyane. I'm excited today to, you see I went down like this for no reason? You see that?
I saw it.
I'm excited today to introduce somebody that you guys are familiar with. Y'all might have seen him on one of our recent shows.
Correct.
That we had for our Food and Wine Fest in Miami. But my brother, D Wright.
Sir.
You cool with going with D Wright? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. D Wright, anything
Not
other
going
than
Darrell.
Darrell or Lawrence. They set me up. But yeah,
nothing with the government.
Yeah, D Wright is cool.
D Wright is cool.
Yeah.
Introduce our brother D Wright to the pod, man. D Wright, normally when we start the pod, we always start, as you know, we start with a check-in. And that check-in could be about anything.
Yeah.
So we want to check in with you, man. How you feeling? How you doing? What's been going on?
Yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. My check-in is pretty good this morning because I got a checkup this morning. You know what I'm saying? Went to the doctor, did my annual physical, got some good news. Called my wife right after, like, why is it always so nerve-wracking when you go to the doctor? And yeah, she was like, I was like, well, everything was good. She was like, nah, the blood working came back. So she kind of like, rained on that little parade. The fact that I went to the doctor this morning and was happy and excited about that. But yeah, man, I'm doing well, man. It's good to be back home. Great trip, down to Miami, but feeling good.
And I know when we were players, we had to do like the EKGs and we had to do the little, the little dumb treadmill. What did you have to do? Like what kind of checkup was it?
Well, this is more of a physical, my annual physical every single year. I am living the last year of my 30s this year, at 39, I just turned not too long ago. So just, random, your annual checkup.
Annual checkup.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So blood work, heart, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, Bob. Talk to us, baby. Check in with you.
I am.
Because the last time we checked in, we found out as listeners that your wife and your kids don't check in with you.
They don't.
And so this is a weekly check-in.
I appreciate that. I look forward to these days.
Yeah, for sure.
I can share my heart. So I'm gonna talk about my wife actually because we had a conversation because last week we talked the last conversation we talked about gratitude and your favorite holiday being Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me what was mine. And I said, I don't really have one. And she's like, well, how you don't have it? Like, how is it not Christmas? And I'm like, Christmas is your favorite holiday. Why is it's not mine? Yeah. So she's like, so what's your favorite holiday then? I was like, she said, what is it, Easter? He said, it was Labor Day? And I was like, you know what? I don't know. And so she said, all right, which one could you live without? So we went through the list. We went through Thanksgiving, which I love, but it's not my favorite holiday. Right. Easter, I was like, okay. Halloween, not really. And I said, New Year. She's like, bullshit. That's not a holiday. Stop the cap. And I said, you know what? I do enjoy Christmas. I really do. I actually enjoyed the whole idea of Christmas, and I actually enjoyed the Christmas for other reasons. I love it because I love the idea of giving. I love the idea of, and that's to me why, if Christmas is truly about that, I guess it is
about giving,
about just giving and not having to worry about people like, oh, what you gonna give me for Christmas?
Oh boy, let me tell you.
Oof. Exactly. So let me go do the Christmas and listen. Nah, if it's about the pure essence of it, I'll be okay with it. But it's about me trying to like, all right, let me go through this list and all that stuff. So that for me is reason. But at the end of the day, she was right. And I guess it is the holiday I like the most. So yes. So Lisa, you were right. Christmas is my favorite holiday.
Did she tell you had to come on the podcast and admit that she was right? Because the way you looked into that camera, I don't know what's going on at home.
No. I just wanted to give her the shout out because she was right. Because after I was trying to play it like, now Halloween is. Something like that. But I know.
Blink twice if everything is right. Let us know. Blink twice.
She was right.
Slow blink.
I'm gonna give her the props on that one. When she's right, she's right. When she's wrong, I'm gonna tell her she's wrong.
Okay.
But she was right. Okay. So that's my check-in.
All right.
How you feeling, bro?
My check-in, man. I'm realizing that my body ain't what it used to be. And even what it used to be, I retired early because my body wasn't shit then. I was playing with my son yesterday, just trying to like show him stuff, trying to sometimes with kids, they see things that they see other athletes do or professionals do, and they want to do it. And so he's trying to dribble between his legs, throw it behind his back, all this kind of stuff. But he ain't really, he's learning how to dribble still. But you're trying to mix all this stuff in. So I was like, no, let's take it back to the basics. So we went back to the basics, right? And so we were doing all this yesterday, and I'm in it with him trying to do it. No rim. I mean, no basket. This is all just a basketball and just visualizing. We're not shooting. And then so we did about an hour and a half of just trying to give him the fundamentals of basketball and all these things. And then we get done, and I get in the car, back just lock up. Chink. Like I put a seatbelt on, the back just like, I was like, oh. And so, man, I get home, and I hit my guy Brian. I talked about him on the show. I got this new stretchologist.
Okay.
He crazy with it. He cold with it. And anyway, I hit him. I was like, bro, I need you. He's like, need me to come now? Or I'm like, dog, I'm going to sleep now, but in the morning. So 6 o'clock this morning, I was getting body work, dog. I'm talking about cupping, stretching, everything, man. My back is really, now it's becoming a thing where I'm like, oh, this is a part of my life now. It's not one of those things that I have done something possibly wrong, maybe like golfing without stretching and swinging the club hard. This is just me living regular life, doing the things I do, and my back has constantly been locking up on me. And so, man, I'm getting so much body work right now. Like 2 times a week ain't even enough at this point.
Wow.
But a lot of it is I hit the ground so many times when I play. You know what Bob McAdoo say, boy, you stop hitting that ground, you ain't gonna last long.
No, for real.
Well, he's on me.
He's here.
Just doing like this right now. He's tapping on me. So I realized like I have to take care of my body like an athlete, even though I'm not, officially an athlete. I have to actually get back on a regimen of taking care of my body. And we golf a lot.
Yes.
We go out there and golf, and we do the basic golf things. We grab the golf club, put it on top here, put it there, go down top feet. I'm ready. Swing 500 yards down, and now we tan our bodies up as well. Hips tight, trying to get your hips around. And so my check-in is, man, just trying to stay on top of my body, bro, and understanding that if my body ain't good, I ain't nothing.
No, for sure.
Nothing. So, like that being said, man, sports. I mean, we talk about body, we talk about injuries a lot. A lot of the conversation is about a lot of things when it comes to our game, D. Wright, about they put a new rule in a couple years ago. We got to win 65 games to be able to qualify for certain awards or certain abilities to make more money. And I don't think a lot of people know how hard it is to keep your body intact.
Yes.
Over the course of obviously NBA season, bro. It's hard. And it's getting harder because the game's getting faster. Like we used to walk the ball up.
Get
to our move.
Yeah.
They're in their move. They get into the offense before the ball in their hand.
Yeah.
It's just a different, the pace, the style, everything is different. I'm not saying neither one of them is easier or harder than the other, because that's what people are going to always do. But the bodies, what your body going through as an athlete, bro, is you can be on TV and think but if you haven't played professional sports, you have no idea.
No idea.
What the body goes through. And immediately a lot of people like to go to that guy soft. He don't want to play. He making this kind of money. And I'm not saying that they're wrong on every instance, but a lot of times, if you don't know what we deal with just from, running up and down, jumping up and down, the force that it takes and all the things to be a good athlete, then you can't really talk about it. Because right now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, man.
So you in it now too, because I know you coach too now, the youngins. So you've seen both sides.
Yeah, I've seen both sides, and my thing is, I tell the kids all the time, you get one body, and you got to do as much as you can to take care of that body, whether that's maintenance every single day or weekly or whatever the case may be. You get one body, and you want to take care of it as long as you can because that's their moneymaker. If you want to make money in this league, you got to take care of yourself. Like you just mentioned, the 65 games. If you're not available, you don't get paid. You don't get the accolades that you deserve. So, got to take care of yourself. I'm kind of on that same wave right now, where the knee surgeries I had back in the day. Sometimes the back, the hand. I broke my hand. I just get random pains. You got to take care of your body.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
kind of the things I echo to the young guys. You get one body. You got to take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, injuries in sports. Like I had 3 knee surgeries, and it's time sometime when my knee just like started bending like this, and I can't straighten it out.
Crazy.
I can't straighten it. So I have to do like different things to like keep my knee straight. And this is something that I knew as a player. Like I was doing these rehabs while I was playing, because once I had surgery on my knee, and I'm bone on bone on my knee, and then like my knee, I don't have straight flexion no more in this one like I do in my right one. And so I was doing this while I was even playing. And so they let me know, when you get done, you got to continue to do this. And so now I don't have a full staff available to me getting to the gym early before practice to get on the table and get my work done. Now I got to go find individuals to help me, which is not an easy thing to do. But in the midst of it, bro, yeah, my knee be creeping back on me sometimes.
Crazy.
I'll be like, hey, where we going? And it hurt. It hurts, bro.
Sure, man,
so now, when you think right now, from both of you guys, how would you play in this league now? So,
what age are we?
Am I in my prime?
Yeah. Do I get to get my prime button, or do it? You talking about right now at 42?
Let's split the difference.
Okay.
Let's split the difference now. You get the chance to like go back, let's say 12 years from now, 12 years back, because I'm gonna give y'all, because you're not baby young, but you old. But they have the 65 game rule now.
Oh, so I'm 30.
Yeah.
And
You
the
30?
I don't know why it took me that long to think of 12 years. You said, bro, I gotta go back to school.
Well, how old are you? Because
42,
I
bro.
thought I was 30. So,
He said 12
so I'm 28.
years.
Yeah. So now, how would you handle this league now, you think?
Impeccable. The hell?
I'm talking.
Hey, listen, when my career year, I was averaging 8 3-point attempts. That was a lot. I would have been averaging 15. This was 2010. So imagine now, these guys are shooting 15, 16 threes individually. I would have been up there. So it would have been amazing for me. Ain't no bad shots. Oh, yeah, man. I'd be watching like, bro, that is a bad shot. But I would have been right there taking them bad shots with them, too. So I'm a little mad that I was born when I was born, man. God dang.
Yeah, you had a clip too, and you had a high release too.
Man.
You get it off without even bending.
Man, for real. I would have loved to play in today's NBA.
Yeah, me too, because there ain't no help side defense.
Yep.
I'm smacked. I averaged 30 with help side defense.
Yeah.
Ain't no help side defense. So I just get to go one-on-one versus you? I'm sorry, bro. I'm tearing you up.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I'm too fast. I'm too strong. I'm too nice. I'm getting buckets. So I'll be watching the game, and I'm like, wait, so ain't nobody going to stunt?
Nothing.
Ain't nobody even gonna like put their hand in there. Ain't gonna make me think. They just you gonna let DeMar DeRozan go 1-on-1 in the mid range, 30 a game.
And you would have been good at, because I see a lot of this is matchup basketball. You being able to get who you want to. Hey, come here, set that screen, and get them switches, because everybody switches. So you would have been killing.
Ming ming.
Yeah, you would have been killing everybody, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And I like to look at the game. Not to say like I don't. Now we gonna, like I said, we gonna talk. When you got microphones and shit, people talk a lot of stuff. Like people talk a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And that's just conversations you have. It's barbershop talk. It's not always personal. You know what I mean? But when I do look at the game, sometime I look at it and be like, okay, do my game translate to this generation? Even though I'm only 6 years out, but I'm way longer than that from being good out. Like I wasn't good for a long time. So do my game translate the prime of where I was? And I look at this game, I'm like, not only does it translate, let's put something on it.
A couple hundred M's on that too.
Not only does it translate, you know what I mean? That's just real. Like I look at the game and I'm like, okay, can I play with these guys today? I'm like, oh yeah, not only can I play with these guys, yeah, like I'm him in this league with those guys. Oh. And so you want to see that because the talent continues to talent it grows, right? And so, you want to see where you are with the talent nowadays. And so I look at it like, oh yeah, I'm right there. Yeah.
Do you think the speed would have been the problem? Not a problem, but because obviously you guys were fast, but do you think the speed is, because it's got a lot faster, like you just said, you used to be able to walk down the court. Do you think, how you think that would affect your game?
I don't think much, because coming out of the Miami Heat organization, we're going to be in better shape than anybody. So we're going to be able to compete and run up and down with anybody. So I don't think the speed would have been any factor. And then later in my career, the teams that I went to were kind of adjusting to the speed of the game right now. So the transition threes, running the break and all that, I think would have fit in right away.
Flash.
All right.
That's funny.
Anything surprise you with the season coming up? The season right now, we're now. Anything?
No, I think it's a few teams that's doing some things that I didn't see. I'm really high on the Oklahoma City Thunder. I really like SGA. He's the real deal. Yes. Just that young core of guys they have. And I know a few years ago we were laughing at them and Sam Presti for having all those draft picks. and to see what he's turned all those draft picks into is pretty impeccable to see, man. So they're my sleepers. If Dallas don't wake up at some point, I feel like they're gonna be the ones in the finals representing the West.
Ooh, I like that. I mean, I'm a big fan of SGA. I mean, I thought he should have won MVP last year.
Right.
And we got to get back to them bigs. Got to get up off them MVPs.
Come on now.
It's like the quarterbacks in the NFL. Y'all just can't give it to a quarterback because the team good. Like, I understand, but sometimes you got to give it to a receiver or a cornerback or a running back. Like, you know what I mean? Saquon Barkley, let's get it.
Man.
Like, let's go get it. He deserves it. Stop playing these games, y'all.
Right, I agree.
And so I thought SGA deserved, MVP last year, and we haven't had an MVP from a guard standpoint in a very long time.
Been a minute.
Been a very long time. Yeah. From us little guys down there where we are. And so I'm with D Wright when I look at OKC. Obviously, the biggest thing about all this is the young guys they're here. And it was a point in time in the NBA where I was kind of looking like, when are they going to take it? Yeah. When are you going to be like, hey, KD, hey, Brian, hey, Steph, appreciate y'all.
Yes.
It's our time. Like, when are y'all going to do that? It's here.
Yes,
they're doing it. We're looking to see what those like we keep saying. We're looking to see what young guys is going to take the rings, and it's a few of them out there that's taking the rings. And the biggest thing is health, obviously. And one of our favorite players, Ja Morant, it's all about health for Ja. If Ja stay healthy, Memphis right.
Facts.
Yeah. Memphis right there because he's a dog. He's a dog. And so Memphis come right back to, in the next couple of years, if Josh stay healthy, in the next 3 years, Memphis is going to be a problem. And so I just love what the league is overall. Not any surprise for me. It's more so I just love the fact that now the young guys just finally have taken a rightful step in a rightful place and said, like, we here, this is our league. Because it is.
So I'm looking at, like, for example, Denver and the Lakers. You think it's done for them? You think it's a wrap? Because right now they're like...
Yes, it's pretty much over.
What do you mean? You mean like championship?
Well, yeah, like.
So it's championship or bust. Was this conversation we talking?
100%.
Okay. D Wright?
Yes, the Lakers are donezo. I'm a hometown favorite. You know what I mean? Lakers at the end of the day is always going to be my home team, but it's not enough personnel in my opinion. So I stepped away from them the last few years. Denver. I feel like once they lost Bruce Brown, once they lost KCP, they weren't the same team. Mm-hmm. They're really, really leaning heavy on the young guys, and I don't see them really taking that big leap, to get back to championship form. Obviously, they got the 2-time MVP in Jokic, and they got the OG and Russell, but I just don't know if they have that, get over hump player to help them.
Yeah, as we sit here today.
Yeah, as of right now. I know, some teams going to make some trades and make their team better, but I just don't see those teams really being able to compete for a championship.
When I look at the Lakers, I want Anthony Davis to have an MVP type year as a fan. I would love to see, LeBron continue to play at the level he wanted to play at, and I actually want to see him and Bronny do their thing. Like, honestly, bring Bronny up. Like, we want to see that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with, I think Paul Pierce said it recently, like, I want to see Bron and Bronny like a lob. Like, this is what I tuned into the Lakers to see that this season. We're not, like, as a fan of the game, I'm not looking at the Lakers and saying they're going to win a championship. So the habits that are being built is for the habits to build the culture of what JJ is setting forward in that coaching staff. But, like, we want to see Bronny like this. This is not a championship team. It's not a championship roster at this point. Now, the Lakers are always in the place to be able to make a move because it's the Lakers. There's certain teams, they always saying that maybe they can. The Lakers can make a move. We've seen it before. But right now, it's not a championship roster overall. And when I look at Denver, as someone who won a championship before, understanding that Jokic is MVP, he can win MVP every year, but that bench matters.
Yes.
When you're talking about getting deep into the year, when we keep talking about all these injuries, all this wear and tear on your body, the Shane Battiers, the Mike Millers, the Ray Allens, and the list goes on and on of people I've won championships with that come off the bench, it matters. And so when they did lose, Bruce Brown, and they did lose Jeff Green, they lost these veteran voices and these veteran pieces that those little things, once you get to that part of the season, matters. Yeah. That a person has been there before. They've seen this before. It's nothing new to them. And, they're trying to bring up their other young guys as well to give them opportunity. And so with that opportunity they're giving their other guys, they lost a lot in the leadership in the locker room and guys that Bruce Brown, for them against the Lakers was the best player in the series outside of Jokic.
Yes.
Like, could nobody stop him?
Yes. Right, and he was all over the place. Mm-hmm.
So you get a guy like that to come off your bench or can start at you, and it can help you win a series like that. You do everything you can to bring that player back, in my mind, on this side. Now, I don't know the numbers. I understand the ownership side a little bit, so I understand it's not as easy as you think when you're just looking at it, so it could be something else in it, but they won a championship because you have players that can come off that bench and can win you games.
Yes. Right.
And you need that because you're going to have your star players going to win you about 2 games in the playoffs. Your coach got to win you 1. You got to win 1 more, and it comes from your bench guys. That's how it go.
Yeah.
Star player and your starters will be going to win you 2.
What about the East?
The East, Boston, they look tough.
Yes, they do.
Can't count them out. You know, they're the defending champions, and, you know, you got to go through Boston. I really love what Tatum and Brown has going over there. It could be either one of their nights, or it might be both of their nights.
True.
And we talked about health again. KP, you know, Porzingis, him being healthy just makes them a much better team. And then you got Derek White, Drew Holiday. The level that they're playing at on both ends of the court is crazy. So I think Boston has the best chance to
repeat?
Back to back. You know, go back to back. So I really like that team. I really like that roster. Look like they enjoy each other, and I think that's another huge thing. You got guys that enjoy each other, and then they got that bench. They got the guys coming off that bench that can make an impact on the game.
I mean, I agree there. I think the best thing that happened to Boston was after winning the championship, that everything that happened with Jason Tatum. And it wasn't a good thing for him personally, individually, but for them coming back into this season, the chip on his shoulder and his teammates' shoulders is there. And it's hard sometimes to muster up that same energy that you had the year before. They've been trying to win the championship since they got in this thing. They've got close so many times. Then they finally did it. You know what you're gonna do? And so that chip on the shoulder for everything that happened in the Olympics, you see JT coming back like, I'm him, and I'm about to show y'all I'm him.
Yes.
And so I love Boston because of that. And also because that level that he's at, Brown gonna stay at that level that he's at. Because even though these 2 guys have found a way to play together, they're still competitive.
Heck yeah.
He got Finals MVP. I want one. Like, I love you, bro. I don't want you to get all of them. I'm going for the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just real spill.
Facts.
And so I like that from them guys' standpoint. And their team, their roster, they kept it the same. Obviously, it's going to be on health on them. You do got guys that's played all year round that's on that roster. That, you know, Derek White, Tatum, Drew, like them guys was in the Olympics as well. You know, to the finals, to the Olympics, back to the season.
True.
And that's what we're seeing with Brown a little bit, right? Like we seeing a guy who's, you know, 40 years old that's played all year round. That's hard on the mind and the body. And that's what we're watching. And so I watch that for those guys when it comes to possible injuries or, you know, not being in form when they need to be. But outside of that, I definitely love Boston to go back and to represent the East in the finals. But I do love the teams, and I love what Cleveland is doing.
Yeah.
I love Donovan's commitment back like to the Cavs. I think that's very important for the success that they're having, that a star player like that wanted to be back, wanted to sign the extension there. And it's shown by his play that he wants to be there. And then obviously Garland being healthy. Yeah. And it's not going to be an easy road for Boston.
No.
Because you got these young, hungry teams. But I just love to see it, man. Like my favorite team to watch in the NBA right now, Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, man.
I'm tuning in anytime. I mean, they ain't on TV a lot.
Must see TV.
Must see League Pass.
Yes.
But LaMelo, without injuries, bro, like he's one of the top point guards every time when he's playing, when he's healthy. Top 5 point guards, top 3 point guards in the league, man. He's one of the most exciting players. And Brandon Miller, that guy.
Oh my God, he got so much game.
So much game.
I love watching him hoop.
Yeah, it's my favorite young team to watch.
I gotta tune in. I don't think I've watched one game.
You gotta watch.
They don't come on TV, and so you know.
I got a league pass. I'm gonna go check them out.
Yeah, but you're not like a basketball fan, Bob.
Whoa.
I ain't say you ain't grow up a basketball fan. I'm talking about your life today as a 40-plus-year-old man that got 2 kids that your daughter getting 13 different things. Your son plays all the sports. You ain't a basketball fan like that. You catching stuff on your phone like, who won?
You just checking box scores.
You're
Who won?
I gotta get it back. I gotta get a fantasy team again. Then I start watching a little bit more. I'll start watching a little bit more.
That's hecka funny.
Man, all right, well, you got me there. So now, I know his team, man, his football team.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yes.
It get worse sometimes.
Please talk about his football team.
Oh, who's your favorite team? Oh,
Cowboys.
Ah, damn.
We stink. Gee golly, we don't even know the rules. You see that? Know the rules, sir.
Damn.
Hero ball,
What
man.
happened? I don't even know what happened.
We blocked the punt. And then was that my team? Yeah, that was my team. Yeah, we blocked the punt. And, a guy that just got put on the roster, he decided to be the hero because we blocked the punt and it went forward. So that means you let the ball go. It's basically like a punt. And he tried to catch it. Mm-hmm. And it hit off him and the other team recovered the ball. We lose the game.
Wow.
Learn the rules. That's all I'm gonna say. But we're trash right now. We don't got no quarterback. We don't got no running back. We ain't got no second receiver. Like, come on, Jerry. What are we doing?
It's been a hard decade for you.
Man, it's been, since the 90s, man.
Yes, 2 decades.
Since the 90s, man. We ain't won nothing. And I just want to know why we get all this hate and we ain't won nothing since the 90s.
Well, it's every year y'all think y'all gonna win something.
Every year.
Okay, so we delusional.
Every Dallas Cowboy fan every year think it's the year. And I'm looking at the roster like, what y'all looking at? The jerseys look great.
They do.
The arena, besides the curtain situation, is great.
I got a big stadium.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I've been
The
here.
roster this ain't such Super Bowl.
Mind you, right. Again, at the end of the day, I don't play professionally, so I'm not gonna ever knock nobody that plays professionally.
Yeah, it's not knocking individuals.
But as I'm watching that team,
right, it's the team.
The way they run that, oh my gosh, it's bad.
It's bad.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna say like the Rams or something.
Nah.
Raiders or something.
Mm-hmm. So who got the worst?
It ain't me. Doing football?
Is it your team?
Boy,
y'all been just as bad. You might be 80s. You might be 85.
First of all,
Big buckets in them. Didn't he play for the Bears?
Yeah. First of all, we ain't won since the 80s.
Okay.
That's a fact. 84 to be exact. But we were in the Super Bowl in 2007. When last time? Yeah. When last time?
Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So with that being said, I'm sitting up here at least saying we went to the Super Bowl in this.
In 72, we got a perfect season.
I never thought I'd hear a Hall of Famer claiming second place. Boy, oh boy, this man is prideful about second place. Ricky Bobby said, if you ain't first, you're last, damn it. You didn't win.
That's all we got. Listen, we got to listen. All of us, Bob is still talking about 72.
Oh, yeah, come on.
All we got to stand on is the last moment they gave us of being good and relevant. 72.
Perfection.
That's crazy.
Perfection. I take perfection. I get that. At least I have that. That's my flag. I'm going to stand on that flag.
Only team ever to do that?
Only team.
Okay. That's tight.
They just came close.
Bro, with the new AI, AI don't even go back that far.
Yeah, facts.
You type into AI, it's not going to even show you that the 1972. It don't even go back that far.
That's like saying you confirmed that Wilt Chamberlain made that 100 points.
Now, I done seen a lot of videos. They didn't put the shit in HD and everything. We still ain't seen that.
Right.
I love him to death, but we need to see the footage. And they putting shit in HD now. But they ain't got the 100.
Hey, y'all gonna start messing with Will.
They still got the basket when it's a peach basket. It was no basket, but they don't have no video of that game.
Come on now.
Thank you.
They said they just handed Will the paper and just said, hold it up. And he was like this. He didn't even know it said 100.
Hey, y'all gonna start messing with Will. Hey, I believe Will scored 100. I don't care what they talking about. I believe you got to listen. That's just you can't do that. We can't go back and erase what we believed in.
They have pictures from the 20s.
I know.
Video from the 20s. Video. You talking about they can't?
Right.
We're not about to start erasing what we believed in.
I agree. Okay.
I was about to say, I just feel like once he got to 60, the camera should have got pulled out or something. God damn. Like, it's about to be history. Nobody thought to pull the camera out.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yo, and it wasn't even at the what was it at? Was it an NBA arena?
No, so it was, from what I understand, it was
was it a college? It was on college campus?
Yeah, it was one of those things where back in the day where they was like going from one arena to another. It was weird. It was weird.
It was a neutral site.
Wow.
Where it was supposed to
Oh, that's what
They must have
happened.
knew.
The camera's gonna get there in time when they move it. It's a different day.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
But they can get the players there.
Right. Cameras can't get there.
Hey,
The refs got there, the players got there,
I don't
the
know.
fans got there.
I don't know why this just came back in my mind, but I remember the day we went to shoot around in the playoffs, and they forgot the basketball.
Oh my God. Come on, man. You got one job.
We got to
One
the gym.
job. One job.
We got to the gym, and they got the basketballs. And this was the day
What y'all do?
that Pat and Mickey and everybody was there. What we do?
Just run? No.
You know us. We some fools. We was like, hey, pass me the rock.
Right. That is
Shout out to our equipment manager. I ain't gonna say the name. I ain't gonna put him on blast. All I know is we showed up without the rocks, dog. We was a shoot around doing 3-man weave with no rocks.
that is nuts.
That's bad.
One job.
One job. So, well, back to I'm gonna go. We were in Miami, and y'all just had an event there for
Yeah,
our
we
Basel. Our Basel was nice. We didn't do our event from last year, but we did this year was about just supporting you.
Yeah.
You want to let us know about what?
Ace, man. Yeah, man. We had a beautiful weekend, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It was very stressful leading up to it just because, anytime you're doing any type of event, especially the first one, you don't know who's gonna show up, how everything's gonna run. You have this high expectation for everything to go right, and you just want everything to go right. So, man, we had a great first annual of the ACE members only. The golf brand, myself, and my guy to the left, we started. And it started off as being a clothing line. And, I was telling this story the other day. We was in the south of France. I had to make the story sound real baller.
Wow.
Riding on a yacht. Humble brag. And my guy was like, man, we gotta shift it, the vision on Ace, be bigger than a clothing line. So we brainstormed and D came up with the fact that giving back to the youth and diversifying the game, making the game accessible for the kids that grew up in the same neighborhoods as us. Because, growing up is either basketball or football.
Yep.
Those are the only two options, and every kid in the neighborhood think they're going pro in those two sports. So the fact that it's a beautiful game out there that works on your mental health, your mental toughness, course management, all these things that we do on a day-to-day, we want to get these kids ahead of the curve and learn this now. When I go out there and play golf, I play with different groups, with random groups, and I always ask how long you been playing. And most of these guys that I play with been playing since a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we're already behind.
6, 5.
You know what I mean? We're already behind.
37.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I just started. Like I'm 40, and they can't believe it. And it's like, yeah, if I had the same amount of time as you guys, I might be pro. Just because of the mindset, the competitive nature and the athleticism, all those things, all come together when we talk about golf. So yeah, ACE members only. Just be on the lookout. 2025, we're gonna do amazing things, and we're just gonna keep building, keep having little pop-ups, and do it at our speed too.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, we had first of all, we got a chance to go to, shout out to DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah,
we the best, because I'm gonna tell you about the golf event. It's the best.
That was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yes.
I haven't seen that much activation on a golf course in my life. I think Wendy's had a restaurant.
Yeah, Wendy's definitely had a restaurant.
On the course.
On the course.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
No, the activation, Jordan had a store.
Yeah.
He was giving away free Jordans.
I left with so much stuff. It was nuts. It was crazy.
Shout out to DJ Khaled. That was crazy. When you talk about sponsors, I mean, the way I was riding in the car with him, and I don't know why I did this, because then my cart wasn't moving like that. I don't even know why I did that. But anyway, I was riding in the cart with him, and I saw this man work throughout that entire, like I work. I know what it's like when, you're doing something public and people pulling at you and stuff. And so I got a chance to watch him and people pulling at him, and man, just the grace that he did it with, first of all. He got out, he did everything he needed to do from a promo standpoint, from a partnership standpoint, one take, hitting it, coming back out. How many people was there? I think everybody at Art Basel was at the golf event.
Yes, right.
So he had to be DJ Khaled to everybody, because everybody there to, show him they there to support him. He had to do that. Then he had to be a father at the same time. His kids was out there. His wife was out there. Then he had to play his foursome with us. So I'm watching this man do it all with grace, with the same energy. You know what I mean? And he working at the same time. And so just truly a blessing for me to get inspired by watching, somebody else, grind in the midst of what we doing. We out there just drinking, having drinks, celebrating. Swinging. Yeah, we having a great time. So shout out to him for that. And that's me and D Wright both was a part of that golf tournament. We walked away just even more inspired because that was on Thursday and we had our golf event on Saturday. And so for the first time for us, man, as D Wright said, we went through a lot of, when you come up with an original idea, it may not end at that idea. And so, we were talking about, clothes and as you see, you got a head on right now, apparel and all these things. But we was like, we don't need to start another clothes and apparel brand necessarily in golf. And of course, we're going to have clothes and apparel, but that's not what the brand is necessarily built on. Right, that's a part of the the extra that we're going to do because we want to rock our own stuff. We want to promote our own brand, but it was really just understanding that we're two guys who who's been able to have access in this world because of the game of basketball, right? And golf is one of those things that has opened up to us as access, and it's only because we've been able to get out of our communities and travel the world and experience and meet people, and then be able to play this beautiful game. And once we start playing this game, we start seeing how this game, like I always say, how it mirrors life. Like D Wright just said, course management. You got to know what club to pull out that bag. You got to know how hard to swing. You got to know how, it's a lot. Do you go for it? Do you lay up? It's so much about life. Do you go for it or do you wait? Do you have patience? And so it's so much to learn, man. And then we just talked about, kids like us. Can we build something to give them an opportunity to experience this at a young age? And they're not picking up a golf club and they're not being exposed to something that is, such a beautiful tool for life at 37 years old or in the mid-30s like me and D Wright. Can we do it at a younger age? And so we started ACE. And a part of ACE, the big part of ACE is making sure that it's a lot of groups out here that are doing this. We just found out one group in Miami, empowering the youth.
For life.
For life. Yes. They said it costs $75 a year to be able to sponsor a kid, to be able to get rental clubs, to be able to have access to play at golf courses, to be able to get coaching, to be able to do these different things. And so it's organizations out here that are doing it. And so, in a sense, we are a membership that we're putting together to be able to do it ourselves as well. And so we're super excited because we're just trying to grow the game of golf in our own way, in our own communities as well. And so ACE members only.
ACE members only.
So where did it come from as far as the name?
So I thought about excellence. When you think about golf, a hole-in-one is excellence. It's nothing above or nothing, a higher achievement than a hole-in-one. So that's kind of where the name came. I thought about the tennis play. If you serve and they can't return it, that's an ace. So I'm just like, what's excellence? So that's kind of how I came up with the name. And then my guy right here hits me on a random day talking about I'm about to see something. This dude sends me a video of him with a hole-in-one. Yeah. I'm like, okay. One half of the
I got my
founders got his ace.
I got mine.
Was pissed. So, about 4 months later, I got my ace.
Hey.
So we real members. So it makes it even more. It makes it feel even more official, and it makes you feel a little bit better that we both experience that. And we haven't been playing that long. I know people have been playing 20, 30 years.
It's pros that's never had an ace.
Never had an ace. So yeah.
That's dope. Okay.
So, my brother came up with the name. It's a beautiful name, beautiful logo, and it's been evolving and growing.
I like it.
And we've stuck with it, in the midst of you. It's so, us, even with the pod, we go through names, right? Back and forth. What should be our name? What should be our name? We started with Ace and we still rocking with Ace. We feel like it's a great name. It represents golf the way we want to. Like D Wright said, it represents excellence. Yes. And that's what we want to put together. We want to put together a program, a membership that represents excellence, that people, we want to close our membership down because too many people want to be a part of it because it's doing that much for, a group of golfers. And so,
Did you enjoy the traffic in Miami?
Oh, what? I thought I was in LA. That was crazy. And I didn't even go far. The farthest I went is probably the golf event. And it took me 45 minutes to get there.
It's crazy.
And I was 10 minutes away. What?
It was wild. I know, as I said, enjoy the traffic.
Listen, Z, I know I told you to enjoy the traffic, but in Miami,
not that traffic.
I didn't enjoy that traffic. I wasn't talking about all traffic. I think people...
Man.
I ain't talking about every time you're in traffic.
No.
Yo, to look at I'm 8 minutes away and to be getting somewhere 45 minutes later.
Crazy.
It's insane, bro.
Wild. It was wild. I was on a mission to get a burger from Wynwood. And so from my house to the place, it's typically, I'm from Miami, so it takes me 20 minutes normal, traffic 30. It took me 45 minutes to get somewhere that takes me 10 minutes. I wasn't even close. And at that point, I'm 45 minutes in, I had to commit. But all I could think about was like, I hate this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I hate this. This burger really important. It's really that. Do I really
The
need
true
this
question
burger?
is, did you keep going or did you turn around?
I kept going.
So you got the burger.
I got the burger.
Was it worth it?
It was, but it wasn't. But it was because, and it's funny because I double parked. Man, I was hot. I pulled up to when I pulled up, I double parked real quick. I was mad. I was driving by myself. I was angry. I pulled up in front of a fire hydrant. I said, all right, I ordered the food on my phone first on Uber Eats. I thought I was gonna be smart. I'm gonna order real quick so I could just pull up real quick. I couldn't find parking, so I double parked and ran across the street, tried to go inside there. Went inside, I said, yo, my food should be ready. They like, yeah, I gotta wait for the fries. And I'm like this, fuck them fries.
Give me my burger.
I'm here for the burger.
I was here for the burger. Let me go there, like, no. And I'm like, so I was sitting there like this, looking out the window, looking out the window. As soon as I got the burger, I ran out the door. You know how you open up doors too fast sometimes and it slams?
Yeah.
Man, I slammed. I thought I almost broke their window. And I was like, oh, shit. I felt bad for 2 seconds. Then I had to run across the street, jumped in my car, and I was like, I couldn't eat this burger fast enough because I was like, I waited an hour to get this burger. It was mid, but it was good. It was mid. It wasn't an hour and a half good. It was 30 minutes good. It wasn't an hour and a half good.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
right?
Big difference. That's weak.
But I'm gonna try back. I'm gonna try it again next time.
Dang.
Yeah,
So traffic was out of this world, man.
I'm from Florida. I'm from Miami, and for me to see traffic, like basically come back with me from LA,
I'm cool.
miss me with that.
I don't think I've ever been in Miami with traffic like that.
No, it's bad now though.
It's like that now.
Not even just Art Basel bad.
Yeah, and it just was Monday. This is after Art Basel.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, first of all, can we get this basil thing situated?
Yeah, right.
Because I used to say Art Basel. Now I say Art Basel. What do you say?
I said Basil.
What do you say?
I was saying Art Week.
He's gonna steal
Because
that
when
shit.
I spell it one way, I look on something else and it's spelled another way. Art Week.
So is it tomato?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Is it?
I don't know.
Is it live live? Like what is it? You know what I'm saying? You know, like first of all, why is live and live spelled the same way?
Great question.
That's a very good question.
I don't understand it. All right, let's keep going. What is it? Basil or is it basil? I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go with Basil.
Basil.
I'm gonna
go with Basil too, but like I heard Luda the other day. He was on video. He was like, "Yeah, welcome to Art Basil." I'm like, Luda know how to pronounce all kind of words.
Right.
And he's good with the words.
What?
He's very good with the words.
Great with words.
Yes.
And he was like Basil. And I'm like, I started questioning myself. I was like, wait, is it Basil or Basil?
I'm gonna question myself. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Art Week. Nothing wrong with Art
Art
Week. It's
Week.
very, very safe. You won't hurt anybody's feelings or anything.
Okay.
They be like, Art Basel? Yeah, the same thing. Art Week.
All right. Well, I know next year we're gonna the goal is to we're gonna do our show again next year. I know we took a hiatus. I've been a photographer.
Oh, you bringing Verite back?
Yes, we are bringing Verite. I don't say you. We.
Okay,
We
good.
bringing Verite. Like, what you gonna leave?
I
me?
said
You gonna
we.
leave me? Oh, okay.
What I say? You?
You say you.
Dang, I was thinking about my schedule then. 'Cause you just act like my schedule is gonna be open. How you know my schedule gonna be open next year?
You're right.
Next
I
year,
don't
December?
know, but you know what? I figured this year we got stuff to do. We got plans. We got plans.
You got plans in 2025, dog. I gotta jump on another culture moment, and it's a personal culture moment for me. It's my I got an opportunity 2 nights ago to go to Out 100 and support my daughter Zaya. And while this was such a big moment for me as a father, you know, and when I'm in certain places I go, I get to be Dwyane Wade, and it's about me. And then there's certain times about my wife, and there's certain times about my kids, and so it's about my daughter. And so I'm just in father mode.
Right.
Like I'm carrying everything. I'm holding everything. Like I'm watching everything. But my daughter had a moment where we were just sitting there. She was eating McDonald's French fries. She was like, to herself, she was like, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm honored. Like she was saying this to herself, and I'm listening. I'm like, I don't know how much of a big deal this is, right? Like this is me at the ESPYs when I got to the ESPYs in 2000. And when I first got there, I was like, I can't believe I'm here. So it was a moment where I looked and I was like, oh wait, this is her ESPYs. this is what Out 100 means to my daughter. You think about, at that moment, I got a chance to kind of get an insight of the 6-year-old Zaya. You know what I mean? The one that, was screaming to one day hopefully live her truth.
Right.
And now she's able to. And then she's here at this, Out 100 is one of the top LGBTQIA award shows, magazines. They've been doing it for over 30 years. That really represents the community. And so it's a big, big deal.
Heck yeah.
And so as a father, to be able to be there to support her was just such a dope moment for me, man. Because at the end of the day, just looking around, it just nothing mattered in the world at that point, but just being a father and watching my child be happy.
Yes.
Like nothing mattered, no matter where we was at, no matter what was going on. A father seeing their child be happy and be comfortable. I think that's one thing too, to watch my daughter be comfortable in her surroundings, in her environments, with people that she's admired, that she's watched, that she knows, that she studied. She's watching icons and trailblazers in her community. People who have to fight for their lives every day, and fight for their place. And just watching her geek out and be a kid and go and take pictures with everybody, and and just so gracious in that space. And so it was a big culture moment, for our family, just to be able to out loud, it's a lot. I always say this, like my daughter is someone who I have so much respect for her and I admire her because she's living in her truth. And it's so many of us as adults that will not do it.
Yeah.
We're not living in step by step in our truth because the truth is uncomfortable for others. The truth is uncomfortable for you as well. Right. And so I'm so proud to have a daughter who have it.
Yeah.
To be able to live in her truth. And, and I'm just thankful to be able to be around to support her and see it. So I just wanted to make sure, shout out to Out 100 for allowing the ways to come and bless the event.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's what it's all about.
It's all about,
man.
To see your children just be. It's so dope to be able to just be happy for your kids and just kind of just watch them just flourish.
Yeah.
And just be like, I'm telling you, there is no better feeling. Like just looking at.
Well, when you have kids, there's no better feeling.
Yeah,
when you don't have kids, there's other better feelings.
Well, true.
Yes, a lot of better feelings.
It's a lot of better feelings.
Right. But if you have children, that feeling of watching them. It's like watching them walk for the first time. Like all of the stuff they do. You be like, yo,
it's your baby.
It's
your baby.
Yeah.
It's your baby, man.
It's nothing
so
like
I know, like you would have carried everything. You just carrying on everything just to watch, just to be there. I'm
carrying everything. I'm hot than a motherfucker. Carrying coats and stuff. Bro, I'm carrying all kind of things, man. Because my wife there, my daughter there, and I'm doing all the things. But also too, man, I think one thing that's important for us in this process, my daughter she got a chance to experience it because she's not always around me when I travel or go places. It was a young woman came up to us who had was born a young man and then transitioned to I don't even know if they transitioned. So let me not even say transition because transition is a whole process. It's not just saying this. And so I don't know, but they came up to us and just expressed a lot of emotion. And a lot of emotion that was expressed to us and it's always expressed to me and my wife is how their parents have not accepted them. No matter what age it is. I mean, I'm talking about we can go 50 years old, you can go 60 years old. You got a lot of people who are not accepted by their family and their friends. And most of the time, this conversation has tears in it. And the tears is because of our acceptance of our daughter. To me, this is like brushing my teeth. I got to do that every day.
Yeah, facts.
Multiple times if needed. This is what like I have to support my daughter. Like, you know what I mean? And so to me, it's not something I'm doing. This is just a part of my life.
100%.
But when you get the chance to experience it through others, you realize this is not fucking common.
It's not.
And parents out there are not, because of their uncomfortableness or their lack of knowledge, or whatever the case may be, are not, giving their kids the love that is needed.
Yeah,
true.
You know what I mean? And so I thought it was cool for my daughter to be able to experience, kind of because of her, what we get to experience.
Yep, no doubt.
As her parents. We get so many people around us. And I get people coming up like, man, I wish I was our parents. I was like, no, hold on.
No, you don't.
You don't know me like that.
Right.
Now I'm touched. A little special. You might not want my rules.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
But yeah, man, it was a blessing.
That's good, man. Yeah. That's what we sign up for is fatherhood, man, to support our little ones. They look up to us. They look at us as an example. I know a lot of things that I carry in my day-to-day is from my mom and dad, from the sayings to my posture to, the facial expression. So to be there and be present, I think that's so important. That was the real reason why I retired, just to be present, be there day to day for my kids whenever they needed me, or just show up to those, different events, games, whatever it is. So it's so important to be present. So I appreciate you sharing that, and that's dope.
Yeah, man, I wanted to share that with my brothers. Just a big moment for me, man. More proud in moments like that. You're proud of your kids and of yourself when you've accomplished something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I'm more proud of her in that moment than I was proud of any championship I've ever could have won, ever played for. But I want to make sure we don't forget this. Sports. Let's go back to sports real quick. Notre Dame. Hannah, I don't want to mess her last name up because I'm just learning now. It's Hidalgo. What is it? Hidalgo?
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo. Everybody, we better learn.
Yes, her and Olivia Miles are the real deal.
Like I've heard about her, and you hear something, you see something, you're like, I watched the game yesterday.
Yeah,
against UConn, and I love UConn. Paige Beckers. I'm a Paige Beckers fan. I love Paige Beckers. Wow.
Oh, yes. she like that.
Oh, she like 5'6".
She's 5'6", and she's a
dog,
pit bull,
dog.
Play bigger than what she is. She's
average like 7 rebounds a game.
Yes,
type dog.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say dog and hoop, that means something. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the hoop terms. We're talking in hoop terms. I ain't, you know what I mean? It's just straight hoopers, dog.
Yes, dog.
And so, man, just getting a chance to watch her. Like, they had a big win recently. But this one right here, I was like, man, let me really tune in and let me watch. Bro. Oh, hey. Shout out. And I'm sorry, I'm going to learn. Huh? What is it? What is it? Spanish?
Yeah.
Latin? Yeah, I'm gonna learn it. I just want to bring, HH. Call it. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
I love Hannah too.
And if I'm not going to, and also we're gonna be back on sports. I'm gonna make sure we give a big shout out to the homie, again moving up to number 2.
CP.
Oh man, yes.
Yo,
point
that's
guard.
A testament. I mean, yes,
point guard.
Like that to me. That's funny because we were preparing. Like there's so much stuff, and I love watching all the love he got when it happened. And he's, Chris is one of those guys that gonna make sure everybody good, right? And to see him be able to just do that, because when you look at it, you look at everyone else that's coming. I don't know if that's he got that. That's not nobody's. The game has changed too much.
For a while.
He's gonna be there for a while,
Yes,
right? Because the game has changed too much for him to be able to have that moment, and he got another moment potentially coming too with the steals.
Yeah.
Like that's big.
Yeah.
That's like that. I want to make a big shout out to Chris on that, man. Like, yo, he did that.
Yes,
he did that.
Salute to the point guard, man. Not surprised at all. Just knew it was gonna happen at some point.
Right.
The way he's able to set the table and get guys involved, hold his teammates accountable, just his leadership over the years. To get guys to play the way he wants them to play, and then also reward those guys for playing the right way. So you got to get a lot of love to CP, man. And then he out there with a cheat code right now. So depending on how long he stay in San Antonio,
to rack up.
them numbers just gonna keep going
about
up
to be
and
like,
up.
boy, Mario and Luigi out there. You go get all them rings.
Throw it anywhere.
Throw it anywhere.
Yep, facts.
Yeah, man. First of all, when the season started, remember I put out a post celebrating my brother because this is 20 years.
Wow.
No, 20 years.
20 years.
Crazy.
And CP has not had an easy road in 20 years. He's been injured about 16 of those years. I'm talking about big injuries.
Right.
I ain't talking about a hamstring pull. I'm talking about surgeries. And so the willpower, man, the tenacity to come back over and over and over again. Like, he's not sitting number 2 because everything went smooth for his career.
Right.
Like, he had to overcome so much to get himself back on the court over and over and over again. I remember talking to CP when he messed his hamstring up when he was in Houston in the Western Conference Finals, dog. And I don't think I ever felt that bad for another basketball player in my life. And to that moment, I felt so bad for CP because I felt like that was Houston's moment to get past Golden State and get to, and give him a chance to win his first championship. And, bro, he put his hammy, dog, and I was so sick. And so just to watch him overcome these moments that will shut a lot of people all the way down, he's continued to keep rising, man. And so we, like D Wright said, we knew coming in, like when you play against CP, he sets the plate better than anybody. Like his teammates, they gonna eat.
Right.
It ain't a better general in our time of playing the game. Like I got a chance to be around Jason Kidd before in his career, and I've been around CP and Steve Nash. These guys have set the plate probably better than I've seen anyone set the plate in with my own eyes. Man, what a special honor for him, bro. And, obviously, John Stockton got, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
3,000 more.
3,000 more?
Yeah.
What were they doing?
What? At what pace were they playing at?
Yeah.
We talking about pace.
Yeah.
Well, well, I saw a couple highlights.
Yeah.
We know that throw it to half court number. Assists.
Yeah.
It was a different day back in the day. Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I used to be hot at the Heat. Shout out to my guys at the Heat. They'll take the score. I used to be hot when they would make my block a steal. I don't care about them steals. I'm not trying to be all-time steal leader. But I am trying to be all-time block guy for my position. And I go get a block and they'd be like, steal. I'd be like, no. I go over to the thing. I'd be like, no, that's a block. I don't care about it. You got 3 steals. Forget that steal.
Right.
That's a block.
Facts.
Bro, I used to be hot. So, you know what I mean? So sometimes the people over there, they decide what is what.
Right.
That's what I was saying. So, Jay Stock got 15,000 of those. And so what CP probably going to be for a long time. And that is number 2 all time. And that's no small feat at all. So shout out to our brother, man, for doing something incredible.
Do any of y'all have, believe in the digital wallet? The whole, there's 2 parts to this question. First of all, I know you don't have Apple Pay or nothing like that. You don't do none of that.
You can't ask me for no money. Ask. I'm sorry, Arthur, for messing that word up. You cannot ask me for any money because I don't have any apps.
So he's like, yo, he got no Zelle, no nothing.
That's funny.
Nothing. You want Venmo from me? You gotta go somebody else and get it.
That's funny.
You the same way?
No. I was super embarrassed probably about 2 years ago. I remember we was at the sports academy, and this when I was coaching the young fellas, and I thought I left my wallet at home. And I'm buying something for the young fellas, right? And I was like, dang, my fault, fellas. I left my wallet. They was like, you got Apple Pay or this and that? And I'm like, I got something on my phone. He was like, click it twice right here. And then I was like, okay. He's like, now put it here. And then I paid for it. I was like, wow. Didn't even know. So I'm 2 years in of being,
So you can send money through Zelle then?
Yeah. I don't really like Zelle. I like Venmo and Cash App.
Venmo and Cash App.
Venmo or Cash App.
Do y'all follow the crypto world at all? Have y'all heard anything about it?
Yeah.
I'm not well versed. I know what I know, and I'm not well versed. Why not?
Why not?
There's no reason. I'm not about to sit up here and give you a reason. I know it's a very volatile space to be in.
Yeah. Very.
I know that, some people love it and some people hate it. I know that it's reached $1 trillion. I know that I heard something about $1 trillion. I'm just telling you everything.
Highlights,
I'm like you as a sports fan. That's me in crypto.
No.
Just the highlights. I got the highlights. I get articles sent to me, so I read articles. But I'm not in it. And I remember the wave, and I know some people who are. I know a lot of people who are, and I remember the wave of Bitcoin and and all these things, and I just couldn't. It went over my head a little bit. I ain't gonna even hold you. I was just like, I can't understand all this.
Right.
I'm just learning money, y'all. Right. We are new to money.
Right.
Now y'all want to introduce something else? Wait, I just got some money. Like D Wright said, I just started using Apple Pay.
Yeah, fact.
I'm just learning how to double click. Now I'm supposed to learn this.
Right.
Slow down.
Well, I'll just say this. I keep it simple for you. That it's something I'm just learning too. But I've noticed in the last few months, it's exploding.
Yes,
you're going to hear about it, and you're going to hear about it a lot next year. And it's something I feel like we as a people should educate ourselves on. We should educate ourselves on anything. This world has become super digital, where we look at like our kids, where we was having a conversation on the phone yesterday about, do you know how to use a house phone? Like, some people don't even know how to use a house phone. They're like, what's a house phone? Like, what do you mean a house phone? Like a phone? I'm like, the phone on the wall, and you got to make sure if you want to call somebody's house, they make sure they grab one on the phone, or like, hey, can I talk to so-and-so? And they be like, all right, let me go put the phone down. You hear everything in the background. like that. Now, people don't know that life no more, right? And it's so digital. Now, money's moving digitally. So I tell everybody, like, it's crazy because I jumped in some crypto early in the year, a couple years back. And it's been, I've been watching it move, and I'm like, let me educate myself and make sure everybody I know educate themselves on it. Because, not to say, hey, dump all your money into whatever, but educate yourself. Yep. And just educate, because the world is going so digital, it's moving so fast.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that people don't know, like, how many people know what a beeper is? That they heard what a beeper is. Have they ever seen one before?
Right.
Or how to work it? Like if you get the beep and you be like, "Oh, do I use it? Like all these things." So I look at the world and I look at as far as my children. I'm like, man, listen. I watch them, and do they know how to just know like this analog world, and like so life is moving so quickly on the digital side. Let's understand both sides. Educate yourself on the analog side, but educate yourself on the digital side.
Most definitely.
So I tell all the old heads too, learn the digital side as quickly as you can, and tell all the young folks learn the analog as much, because that still holds you down.
Yes, it does.
You know what I'm saying? So
man, I just learned the difference between analog clock and digital clock not too long ago.
That's hilarious. Hey, Bob, one thing I could kind of
I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking.
Say about the digital world, I'm tearing shit up in that Chat GPT, man. Boy, I'm getting shit done on that Chat GPT. Boys thinking I went to Harvard, boy. Yeah, make that sound a little bit better than that. Regenerate.
Regenerate is crazy.
Yeah, chat, I'm on the chat. I'm on AI.
Yeah.
AI, I'm whooping stuff right now. For
sure. That's a whole other move too.
Yes, it is. I think it's important.
I agree with you, Bob. And I would say this, and this is the way I think is, sometimes when something comes out, we feel that if we don't learn about it right away, then we miss out on it. Yeah. And then we get kind of like frustrated a little bit and like, well, I ain't gonna get in it at all.
Right.
The window is not missed. And so I definitely have been following and hearing about it. And it's like I said, it's been very volatile. And so in that space, I haven't learned a lot about it. I know a little bit. I haven't learned a lot, but also too, like, it's so much time to continue to keep learning. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's even in this space right here where people got podcasts and talk shows and all this kind of stuff, right? Whatever people want to call it. You see so many people doing. You like, well, it's already saturated. I can't do it now. No, you can. You got to find your own niche.
Right.
Right. And so, it's still time to learn about it. I think it is great that we all seeing it bloom, because now our eyes is kind of woken back up, because it went night, went sleep. Right. It went Steph Curry on for a while, and now it's back. And so, but yeah, I definitely think we have to, and more so than us, our kids better learn.
Yes, right. They do.
More so than anything. I know sometimes we stuck in our ways, like, nah, we gonna stay with this, and you want to make sure that the generations of your family definitely know and stay up on, what's going on. So yeah, my kids know I'm struggling. So I need a little help, bro. I tell them all the time, I got so much to worry about. Yeah. I ain't got time to worry about. You want to tell me? You go learn about crypto. Right. You come back and tell me, give me the cliff notes of crypto, like in college. I need the cliff notes, because I got to worry about all this other stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? True. Heavy is the head that wear the crown now. Heavy is the head. I can't learn everything.
I give you that. I'm with you on that.
I need help, y'all.
Just go on Chat GPT. They'll break it down for you in 2 seconds. I send you some notes after we leave here.
Thanks, my boy. So we're about to end this year off right, and is there anything you're looking forward to next year?
Man, all wins, man. I'm looking for a big 2025. Finally got my feet, where I wanted to be in Los Angeles after making a big move, and just continue to just grow.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Grow as a person, grow as a businessman, and just achieve those goals that I set, man. Like, I'm a firm believer in writing stuff down. So just checking off those things in my notes, man. Just keep winning, keep building, keep grinding.
Man, I ain't put my vision board together yet. I haven't put my vision board together when it comes to my year. But just off the top of the dome, health. As I continue to get older, health to continue to educate. We talk about educating and knowing something. That's one thing that I think we do not know enough about is our bodies. And so I want to learn more about my body. I want to know how my body works a little bit better, because we just, we drive this car and we don't put, we may throw some gas in there, but we ain't taking it in.
Yeah, right.
We ain't getting it service enough.
Right.
And so, I've been last 2 years, I've been getting my body since I turned 40. My boy, he's coming.
It's coming quick, trust me.
Boy, it's coming. I've been getting my body service, and I've been learning a lot about my body. And so I want to focus on, good health, man, because like I said, if I'm not healthy, none of this works. I'm the head of my family, and so I want to make sure that I give myself the best chance to be here. So health is important. And then for me, man, I want to get back into TV. Something big for me, going into 2025 is getting back and getting around the game a little bit, I did a little bit this summer in the Olympics. I think everybody heard me on the ones and twos. And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And it made me miss the game of basketball. And it made me also understand that my voice may be needed in the game of basketball. For sure. As a former player that's played and a former champion that's played the game. So I'm looking forward to seeing what my home going to be in 2025, where I'm going to be doing that. And so that's something important because that shifts my whole life. What I've been doing the last 3, almost 4 years since I left TNT, I haven't done that. I haven't done that schedule. I've been on my own schedule. Right. What I'm saying? And so off the top of my dome, those 2 things that are important for me outside of, family, all that's going to always be important, but individually, those 2 things.
I think for me, it's stacking days. I think I want to just make sure I continue to stack days and just stack the wins. Like just stack the wins, but more so, and we talked about it before, has really outrageous dreams and goals. And just strive towards that because back to what my wife said to me yesterday, we were talking, she's like, man, if you felt like you've reached all your goals in a year, you didn't have enough goals. You didn't have enough dreams. And that for me is to have so much that I'm always chasing. I'm never not settled. I'm complacent. So that's my thing, stacking wins, stacking goals, stacking those accomplishments for me.
And the part, and the show that we're doing, man.
Oh man,
I'm sorry. We both should have said that. We want to see a lot of growth for the
100%. 100%. But I think that's already. I think that's I'm gonna give a pass because that's a kind of a given. Because as you see, we really put some time into that. I'll never forget when you called me like, "Yo, let's," and I was like, "Do what? Do a what?" And I was like, "I guess we could try it." And I'm gonna tell you right now, it is. I appreciate you for just reaching out to me to do this, and then just also just kind of just seeing. Because before this, a year ago, if you'd have told me, I'd have said, "Hell no, that's not happening." You see how the world goes. You don't choose the path all the ways for you. So for me, that growth, the growth of what we're building, network, all that. I want that. That's part of the stacking wins for me. That's all that growing that's part of it. And I look forward to 2025.
Well, we definitely look forward to our brother D Wright being a part of
100%.
Of the Y in 2025 and beyond. So we got a new tradition that we're starting, D Wright.
Okay.
After every one of our podcasts, you gonna have me open this on camera? This is crazy work. This is crazy work. After every one of our podcasts, so each time we shoot, especially the new year when we get on our clock, we do a toast at the end.
Okay.
And so each one of us are gonna have to bring something to toast.
Right.
And whatever you bring to toast, hopefully have a little some why you brought it to toast. And so today, I bring whiskey.
Okay.
For us to toast. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I brought this whiskey for us to toast. Can I pour some in your glass, sir?
That's a heavy pour.
That is a heavy pour. I'm acting like it ain't noon.
Right.
I'm bad. You ain't gotta drink it all. All right, so for the first official toast of the pod, brown sugar bourbon.
Okay.
And the reason I grabbed brown sugar bourbon is this is Jamie Foxx's whiskey. Okay. This is his bourbon right here. Jamie, thanks for sending this to me. I watched Jamie Foxx special. I don't know if you guys watched it on.
Not yet.
A little bit last night.
What had happened was I'm a big fan of Jamie Foxx, and to see him back on stage after everything that happened to him that a lot of us did not know, what happened. And Jamie Foxx is in our time, he's one of the greatest.
Right.
Not even close.
Individual people that I've met in this world, in this industry, but one of the greatest talents that we have. Yes. I mean, he can literally do everything. And so when Jamie was going through what he was going through, like as a fan, it was hitting me hard because I didn't know what was going on with somebody who I love to see sing, rap, dance, talk, perform, like do all these things and just be the person he is in this world. And so shout out to Jamie, man, for making a full recovery, coming back, on this special, just really laying it all out there, but just being fucking funny, dog. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And just being him. And so I wanted to make sure that the toast went out, obviously, to our brother Jamie, but also to you, D. Wright, man. Yes, toast to you. Welcome. Yes. Welcome to the Y. My brother Bob.
Have a good year, guys.
Have a good year, everybody. Listen, as always, please, we want to know comments. Give us comments. Give us feedback. Let us know how we can grow, how we can be better.
What cryptos we should be looking at?
Let me know a little bit. I don't know a lot. Let's see what this be about. Oh, this little spice.
Nice. Is that a little cinnamon in there?
That's brown sugar. That's that brown sugar.